Hi, everybody. Bryan Broaddus here with the Scout's Eye with my guy, Voch Lombardi, who's always breaking it down for you on the Crown Global Media Network. Vochi, man, this one was not pretty at all.
Yeah, Brian, it wasn't cute. Typically what I do is I'll come in here and I'll try to have 6 highlights, like 6 good things.
6 good things? Yeah. Good luck with that thing.
I got 6 plays. I might say one good thing because, GP was fantastic.
Yeah, he was.
I'm going to talk about some bad things on defense and a couple of bad things that I saw on offense. And we're going to run it for the cardio, Bryan Broaddus. Let's just go ahead and run this. We ain't doing nothing else. Let's run the play, and we'll bring it back, talk about it here. We're looking at Cowboys offense right here. Got some motion going.
Oh, no. Not when these flip plays, huh?
Now, Brian, when I first saw this, man, I thought this was like Cowboys getting cute. I was like, man, why are we running to the outside here?
Sure.
Why aren't we doing what Williams is good at, which is running right at people?
Attacking people.
Man, Brian, the more I watch it, I saw the vision, right? And this could be play caller's purpose, right? In the top left corner, I'm spoiling the hell out y'all. Down the distance is up there. It's third quarter, 3rd and 1. So by at this point in the game, Brian, the guys on the inside kind of getting beat down a little bit, right? Your guards and your center, they aren't getting a whole bunch of push. And if I see, let me just draw a line here, Brian. If I see all these characters on the inside right there, I might run outside too.
Yeah.
I might have done it with Jadon Blue, but I might run outside too, Bryan Broaddus. Now, what I want us to focus on here of why this almost worked, run this forward, bam. First and foremost, what you're going to get is you're going to get a little bit of a pin right there from your wide receiver.
Okay.
Right? Cool. Perfect.
Tolbert doing a nice job there on the pin.
No problem. We're going to pull Brevin and we're going to pull Tyler. Brian, I just want to get to about right there. This don't look bad.
No.
This don't look bad. Big Tyler's going to climb to the linebacker there, to the front side linebacker. Well, I think this is a great time to do it.
Oh, okay.
So, look, I say front side and back side a whole bunch, bro.
Right.
Basically, what this means is it depends on what way the play is going, right? So if this is your running back, like we'll just say a run play to the right, okay?
Right.
So we're going to the right. That means everything on the right is play side or front side.
Front side.
Everything on the left is rear side, back side, or back door.
There you go.
We say words like that. So if we're running to the right, then your right guard is your front side guard. This nose tackle is the back side tackle, or that linebacker on the left side is the back side linebacker.
There you go.
Let's just say we do something like this. If this guard pulls in that direction because we're running right, that means the backside guard pulled to the front side tackle.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
That's just basically what that means. Quick little lesson. I know people.
Great explanation there.
People like to tap in with that. So we running to the left. That means that your play side guard, Big Tyler, is pulling to the play side linebacker, Brian. Boom, got you cut off right there. This don't look bad, except this one high effort character right here kind of tearing it up a little bit, and he goes and disrupts all of your functions there. But where does that guy come from? Where does Bobby Brown come from? I want everybody to focus on our guy Brock Hoffman. And this ain't me to single out Brock Hoffman or anything like that, but sometimes your backup guys, they run out of superpowers, Brian.
Right.
They just run out of magic points, and there's no leftover stuff to deal with. Brock can't get on the front side face of this tackle here, so he has a free run to the outside. Now what happens is Clayton Adams kind of thought this through. Clayton Adams says, hey, Big Tyler, 73, left guard, why don't you just thump the guy a little bit? So we're going to look at Big Tyler right here. Bam. Hey, Big Tyler, why don't you just deliver a little bit of a thump, bam, to pass our guy along to help Hoffman here.
Yeah.
You really need Hoffman to take that help from Big Tyler and get on the opposite side of this lineman here.
Right.
But he doesn't, because Big Tyler got to climb and go and get his linebacker. So now Brock is just kind of sitting there letting somebody run free. And I think that's where this play kind of breaks down a little.
Can you go back here? I want to see, Brown is in what we call a head-up technique, really, right? So that's not a difficult reach.
Sure.
And I saw reach, that's the movement that he's going to use. That's not now, if he was in a wider technique of a 3, that's asking a lot. I mean, you're going to have to combo that to the linebacker there, right?
If Brown was right there, and maybe what would have happened in this case is Big Tyler would have blocked him and Brock would have.
That's what I thought. I felt like though that maybe Tyler could have helped him a little more.
Well,
you go through that say the right shoulder. And then kind of give Hoffman a little bit more of an opportunity to get over to him.
This is where it gets weird. You see Bobby do a hard slant to the inside.
Right.
So so honestly, that's a that's an easy block for Hoffman.
Yeah,
in real
life it is.
And maybe if it was BB, maybe if it was BB, he'd have had a little more grip strength, a little more of an angle there that he could have turned Bobby, but he couldn't turn Bobby. Plus, I don't want to get lost here. Big Tyler got to go.
He got to go, yeah.
And that's where continuity comes from, right? So maybe Big Tyler's going, all right, man, BB, I know that you got this.
Right.
Let me get up out of there because I've seen you do this block 1,000, 1,000,000 times, right? Maybe Hoffman hasn't done that before, you know?
How do you evaluate what happened with Guyton on this play?
Tyler Guyton, now, I think, so fantastic point, Brian. So what's going to happen is going to get a pin right there. You're going to get Brevin and Guyton pulling to the outside. Let's just show that. Bam, bam, bam. I think the leverage of Horn here, working to the outside, and Brevin staying on this block.
Right.
In real life, what probably would have helped everybody is if Brevin would have worked outside.
Right.
And dealt with Horn, and then Guyton
pushed him on the outside, yeah.
Even with that not working, O'Brien, I feel like if there wasn't pressure coming here, Javonte could just go there.
He could,
he could just put his foot in the ground and just get upfield, as opposed to just continuing to work out. He only works out because
he feels the inside pressure.
Brown is coming.
Yeah, he feels the inside pressure.
So it's like, hey,
it's tough.
And look, on 3rd and 1, so you only needed a yard.
Only needed a yard.
And it was kind of right there, Brian. So that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
Boy, Brian, look at this nonsense right here, man. You know, we got some motion going, communications.
Yeah.
People look like they don't really know what's going on for real. And you end up in this goofy little situation. I think what they're doing, Brian, is they're running a little bit of match, you know, to where – you know, Donovan isn't necessarily in man with Teteroa, but he may be in man with first receiver out from right tackle.
Okay.
If that's normally a tight end, that's a cool little matchup for us.
Right.
But it's Teteroa, so Donovan probably just got to run with him. I think Donovan realizes that late though, right? Because when you see the motion coming right here, Brian, you see Diggs kind of saying, "Hey, don't come." Stay over there.
Yeah.
Stay over there. We in match. Don't come over here. If they were in man, you follow Renfro and go back with him. Maybe Donovan was thinking that because Donovan is wrong, maybe possibly. But Diggs is saying, hey, man, go back over there. We in match. This isn't man. And then that's when Donovan goes, oh, snap. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not man. Maybe I'm in match. I should go back, run my match, boom, 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 which is really with Teteroa. But damn, Brian, now you way over here.
Yeah.
And you know Teteroa. Boom, just kind of dropping right there. Now, if this was a one-on-one situation with Donovan versus Ted McMillan, that's already a bad story.
Right.
That's already a bad party. But the fact that the motion pulled Donovan so far, we'll just look at it here. The motion, let me go back. The motion pulled Donovan so far, boom, boom, boom. Damn, dog, you on the other side of the guard now.
Right.
You way on the back side of the play now, Brian.
Right.
While Ted McMillan, their number 1 receiver. Now, Brian, some people are saying, well, Voch, isn't that a player issue and not like a Flus issue?
Right.
If I'm Flus, just call man. Just call him man. So what'll happen is maybe somebody like Reddy would be over there. Maybe Trey will be over there. Maybe Bland, Elam, whoever the corner is. But if you're in man, I assure you a corner would line up over McMillan.
Right.
But you're not. You just got to hold what you got right here. And holding what you got right here looks like Donovan Wilson versus Ted McMillan, which is terrible.
Well, look, if you go back, if you run it back a little bit to the pre-snap, though, look at the eyes, though, of Young right here. I mean, he's thinking about getting the ball outside to Renfro. It's not till he sees McMillan late. Watch his eyes right there. Look at that. He's looking at throwing that out right there.
Yeah.
But then again, the coverage is so bad inside where Wilson just really overruns his coverage.
But it's a better matchup.
It's a better matchup. But they're thinking about getting the ball to the outside here. But everything works out fine for them just because they get the matchup they wanted.
If you're in a situation like that, Brian, you would love some pressure. You would love some pressure. Sam Williams basically on block right here, Brian.
Right.
I mean, they don't like they reading him at all. Like Rico Dowdle.
He's got to make a play there too. Yeah.
So look, when we were watching film last week, I was like, hey man, if you make Rico block,
right,
he'll look crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? As physical as he is running the ball.
Right.
Rico ain't trying to block anybody. Man, Sam Williams just kind of ran free here. I would love for Sam to just kind of run through everybody's face right there.
Right.
Sam is not. Also, too, Brian, I got multiple questions for you today. I normally, reserve questions for just one play.
Sure.
And Brian, I'm so confused on everything 59 got going on. What you think his job is right now? What do you think he's asked to do? He's just running around. What do you think he's supposed to do?
I think that when you started talking about backs out or people out of the backfield, I think that was his guy.
Renfro was his guy.
Well, no, actually, I think that the running back was his guy.
Okay. Yeah,
I think the running back was his guy, and so he's kind of keeping an eye on that running back. See, he's moving over, but what he needs to do is think about if he sees him block, just go, attack.
He's thinking.
He's thinking.
And, and he's not a thinker. You don't want him thinking too much.
Yep, there you go.
Nonsense.
That's bad. That's bad. That's bad all around.
Man, I got one good thing to talk about, Brian. I will not talk about another good play at all. Brian, when we were breaking down Pickens in the offseason, Brian. He was like, man, Pittsburgh really didn't get him moving a whole bunch.
Didn't get him moving at all.
They didn't turn him into a yak guy a whole bunch, Brian. It's so interesting. Pickens has turned into a yak guy. People kind of look at him as like this possession guy, make the catch, fall down, get out of bounds. He doesn't run a whole bunch of routes.
Right.
But I be damned, Brian, on both his touchdowns, he got him after the catch. Yeah. Pickens is going to get this big crosser right here. It's only going to matter if two things. If your offensive line can get everything blocked and you got, you got flow and Tolbert clearing everything out right there. You just see him clearing, and what's going to happen is that these corners, these DBs, they're going to turn their back with your receivers there. So now what you do when you get that, you get a one-on-one with Pickens and Jaycee Horn. I'll take a one-on-one with Pickens and anybody. Bryan Broaddus. But if it's going to be JC and Pickens on some island, Dak gets the ball up in the air a little bit. That's Pickens' lane.
That is.
Boom, I get it. And now I just get to go and fly, Bryan Broaddus.
Yeah.
What you gonna do when damn Pickens in the air?
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys learned a little something about him, Brian, and this has been seen in the past few weeks. Hey, Pickens with the ball in his hand, he can kind of run around a little bit. On both touchdowns this week, they were all yak plays.
Yeah, when we got a chance to visit with Pickens during training camp, I was talking to him about, hey, I remember you in college of being this guy that can run across the field, make plays on the move. He never had a quarterback at Pittsburgh that could get him the ball on the move like Dak Prescott has.
For sure, 100%, Brian. And just one more thing, just to kind of point out to y'all, we just talking about Dak and what he's good at. Just got a little bit of play action right there, Brian. And, Dak tends to be undefeated on damn play action. When you do that, your linebackers step up just a little bit, not a whole bunch, but just a little bit to get you out the way and clear Pickens behind them. And
gives you a little time.
Just a little bit of time, a little bit of space to navigate and operate, then he's out of there, Brian. I can't wait to see what Pickens and Lamb and Turpin's coming back and Flo. Flo kind of proved to me that he's a guy that's going to hang around too, Brian. Take a look at this one. Carolina Panthers back to pissing us off again, Brian. We talked about the idea. Remember in that joint practice or in the preseason games, we run into the Rams.
Right.
What the Rams like to do, and San Fran will do this to you also, Brian. They don't just put this on the screen here. They don't just double team the one.
Right.
They'll double team both guys.
Right.
They'll double team the 1 and the 3. So my point from there is, okay, if they're double teaming the 1 and the 3, you got to win your one-on-ones, right?
Right.
So this is why I get real frustrated. I'm going to draw a square right here. I get real mad. If you're Marshawn Nealon, big, strong Marshawn Nealon, power rusher down the middle of you, Marshawn Nealon, you can't lose one-on-one to a tight end.
No, you can't.
You can't lose one-on-one to a tight end.
Yeah.
If you lose one-on-one to a tight end, I need you to quickly get rid of the tight end and recover and win.
Yeah.
Boy, Brian, on top of your doubles, Marshawn Nealon got whooped all the way downfield.
Yeah, Tommy Tremble got after him pretty good on that one. Tommy Tremble had a good day blocking overall.
Damn sure did, Brian. That makes me feel like the Cowboys, I don't know, maybe we got a damn tight end that could block a little something like that. We just, using the other guy. But Brian, and this ain't like a backside thing, man. Like, no. Rico running right at them people.
Right.
Rico running. Now, if Rico was running right and you just got to hold up Marshawn a little bit,
right,
I could see that.
Right.
Brian, Rico running right at you and they are base blocking you, Marshawn Nealon, with a tight end.
Yeah.
I'd be damn. I got another question for you, Bryan Broaddus, because I'm just asking. I just asked a whole bunch of questions. I'm gonna look at 59 every time you're on the field. I'm just gonna ask what he's doing. Let's just watch 59. I didn't even study for this. What is 59? He's just standing around, Brian.
Yeah.
I saw many times where he just looked deer in the headlights.
Sure.
And that sounds cliche.
Yeah.
But I'm from Natchez, Mississippi. I'm from the country. I've seen a deer in headlights before.
Right.
They stand still.
They don't move.
And they just wait everything going on around them. They can't fathom what's happening around them. It just looked like there are no instincts at all with Kenneth Murray. And this ain't me beating down the player, Brian.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling like when there was linebacker rotation, all the other guys would rotate.
Right.
But Murray was the guy that got all the plays.
Right.
I would love it. Flus, it'll be a fantastic start. Start rotating him out a little bit, or just bench him in general. Yeah. Terrible day by Kenneth Murray. He's just not involved in this at all.
Do you feel like what happened too with Wilson down in the box here?
Moving out the way.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about it is sometimes the instincts of like where do you think the ball is going to hit? Mm-hmm. He's downside and he jumps outside. You got Bland to the outside. You've got Nealon just getting just mauled off the line. Yeah. So it just you talk about a couple different spots. The linebacker, the instincts there, and then the instincts though of Wilson there. Usually down around the box, he's pretty good at kind of reading stuff. Yeah. But he jumps outside there and kind of gives you that hole inside.
Terrible behavior, Bryan Broaddus. This is the play where I really meant to ask you this, Brian. All right, we're just going to run this play, and this is our Ask Brian question for the day. We're going to run this, and then we just going to boom. Rico Dowdle going to whoop up on you a little bit again, Brian. Let me just ask you this. So we're looking play side, correct? If they're going to be running in this direction, then play side is that direction. Take a look at your play side defensive end right here. Brian, do you think Sam was supposed to slant inside heavy like that?
You know what? I think that to me, I don't know if he was just gambling. Sometimes we've seen, remember when we would see sometimes the edge, like Tank would take just an inside charge on a gut feel.
Sure.
I don't know if Sam has enough skins on the wall to do inside charge gut feel.
See, Tank had
but by his alignment, I think there probably was supposed to be a charge, inside charge, like a run stunt, and then what's Damone Clark doing? Playing over the top. I mean, you've already got Maris Leofold to the outside. Sure. Is Clark is this supposed to be inside, then outside? Are we supposed to get like 54 inside, 35 inside with a fill over the top with 18? It looks like a run stunt to me that just wasn't executed very well.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm curious about. And if that's the case, so look, this is where I'm at with it. These are my questions, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to play along with you.
If Sam is going this way,
right,
and Leofold hits there, and Clark
there.
But Brian, this is my problem. If that's the case, I want Clark hauling ass.
No, I think that's the biggest problem.
Let's watch Clark. Clark ain't hauling ass at all. So if Clark was supposed to be the outside guy, that don't look like he's supposed to be.
No, that's where I mean, and you wonder if that was just but by Williams' alignment inside, like inside eye of the tackle. Sure. I'm thinking inside charge. I'm thinking Maris has got to fly down in there, and I think the linebackers have to play over the top, and I don't think you're getting it from Clark right now.
It just doesn't help that their actual play was to pin you there, and work out.
Yeah, exactly.
Brian, I'm not.
See if you just see right there, the ball snapped. Go ahead and do the ball snap, and he hadn't moved yet.
Yeah.
See, he hasn't adjusted yet.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of wondering, like everybody else is moving there, and he's slow now to get to the outside. To me, it seemed very much a 54 inside, 35 inside, and 18 over the top. Didn't get that.
Nah, Brian, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I just want to see what Kenneth Murray doing real fast. I didn't look, Brian. I didn't study this. I didn't look this up pre. I just wanted to know what the hell Kenneth Murray doing.
Yeah,
I'm just curious what.
Yeah, Is he thinking that he's getting the boot out of this?
Well, he ain't thinking, first of all, Brian.
But they've got things to handle the boot on the outside because you've got Diggs.
Diggs stepped up.
Diggs stepped up on the outside.
Diggs being right there.
Yeah, watch Diggs. I mean, everybody's going down inside. Diggs widens. Yeah. Thinking that maybe the boot, he's the guy.
You know what the problem is, Brian? I'll just run the play. Think about Kenneth Murray just imaginally right here. Imaginally right here. We're going to get to the outside. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. When Clark goes this way, and Rico cuts backside, you need Murray to be cleanup guy
right there. Yeah, absolutely.
You need Murray to be cleanup guy right around there when Rico comes back, and he's not. He's on the other side of the field with Trevon Diggs.
Yeah, that That's just like I said. I think just by alignment, they were getting down in a fill, and then you had the backside backer was poor on his read as well.
I got one last one real fast, Brian. I ain't gonna hold you too long here. I thought this was a fantastic design from Clayton Adams. It just didn't, go all the way through. You're gonna get motion right here, and it's gonna be kind of like a fullback lead block in this direction.
Sure.
Then what we're still gonna do is pull and get a trap there from Brevin. Let me just run it forward a little bit. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
It's just that one block will set this thing off, and it not be, it not be as clean as
it needed to be, right?
And I ain't trying to be mean to nobody, Brock Hoffman, right? Yeah. Hoffman at this point is supposed to engage, bam, then get backside to work versus Princely,
right?
Kind of cut. We actually did this last week, Brian. Yeah. You remember we trapped the 3 and DJ kind of worked outside,
right?
This time we're trapping the nose, and Hoffman is supposed to pull to the outside to kick Princely. It didn't work there. If we kick Princely and Princely just like
gotta play
right there, then Blue can just work right up in there.
Right.
But instead, Princely chasing backside, Blue got to try to get out that way. And maybe I do want Blue to kind of trust a
little bit more, right?
And just press.
Hit it a little cleaner, yeah.
This ain't preseason, this ain't college, so you're not faster than everybody on that level. But Blue bounced to the outside, and Princely kind of chased him down anyway, Brian. That's just where we at with it. We missed the backside kick, and there's that play.
Man, I'll tell you what, that's rough right there because everything else looked good on the front side. Yeah, a really nice design with the angles and all that to get everybody. And if you could have just hit it up inside there. But yeah, when you don't get the block back by the center, man, that's going to kill play. I felt like in this game that as much as Dallas likes to do all their pulling stuff, penetration was a big problem. It threw off their pull game for sure.
Thank you.
All right, Voch, thank you so much for that. And thank you guys for joining us here on the Scout Side. We'll be back with you during the week to kind of break down the Washington Commanders. Make sure you're checking out all our content on all our different platforms, and make sure if you're so inclined to check out our merch store, that'll be nice to help us out that way. So for my guy Voch Lombardi, I'm Bryan Broaddus. We'll see you next time on the Scout's Eye.